Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Lee, joined by Chase Robinson. We are Southeastern 16. We are ready to preview Arkansas's trip to Missouri. 2:30 Central on the SEC Network. BetOnline favors Missouri by 3.5 as of Tuesday morning with an over-under of 54.5. That makes for an implied final score of Missouri 29, Arkansas 26. My model favors Missouri by 6. Chase, let's just jump right into the matchup on offense. We'll start with Missouri having the ball. Quarterback Brady Cook has really played well in the last games of his college career. When the Tigers have got the ball, here are the numbers. Missouri averaging 29.2 points a game, turns it over 1.1% of the time. Yards per rushing play, 4.8. 6.3 per passing play, a 6.1% sack rate. The numbers for Arkansas, giving up 24.6 points a game, a 1.8% turnover rate, 4 yards even per rushing play. That's pretty good. 6.8 per passing play, and a 6.2% sack percentage. I think Luther Burden had a good game last week. Arkansas has struggled at times recently against some good teams offensively. What do you see as keys on this side of the matchup when Missouri's got the ball?
Well, I think having a consistent Brady Cook will be a big thing. You mentioned he's been playing good as of late, but who else can he get involved in the offense? It'd be great to have a guy like Luther Burden catching some balls, Theo Weiss, get those guys involved, and then have Nate Noel get loose running the football and get those running backs going. So I think it needs to be a total team effort on offense for Missouri in a game like this because Arkansas can stop you in different areas. So I think you need to have everybody working on all cylinders. I feel like we haven't seen that much from Missouri. The running backs are doing good. The receivers aren't getting a lot or vice versa. It hasn't been where you can rely on everybody in one game, I feel like. So I think Brady Cook can kind of lead the way there of getting multiple guys involved.
Yeah, I thought with Carroll and Noel, they'd have a really good rushing attack. It's not what Missouri had a year ago, but you did see
Yeah.
both guys really effective last week. Noel's been their better back, but Carroll had 3 touchdowns last week. Again, Arkansas's defense against the run has been better than against the pass, so that's something to watch. But I think really one of the keys here is Burden, who made an amazing catch last week.
Yeah.
We have sort of lamented his involvement in the offense to the extent we wanted to see it. And I'm just very curious because Brady Cook is still bought in. He's a Missouri
Oh, yeah.
kid, was dying to play there. All the talk this time of the year of is this guy playing to jump in the portal or to, opt out and get ready for the draft or whatever. Brady Cook is having none of that. I think that is a big thing on Missouri's side of the ledger for this one. And if they can get Burden more involved, I think that bodes well.
I think so too, and he's crucial for this team. I mean, we saw what he was able to do last year, and even at times this season. But yeah, you'd like to see him more involved in a game like this.
BetOnline is the world's most trusted platform and your number one source for online betting. From the earliest odds to in-game live betting, BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. With the largest selection of odds on everything from football, NBA, and college basketball, NHL to UFC and MMA, head to BetOnline today to get in the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here. Okay, by the numbers, when Arkansas's got the ball against Missouri's defense, I will read Arkansas first, followed by Missouri. Points per game, 31.1 to 20 even. Yards per rushing play, 5.9 to 4.7. Per passing play, 7.1 to 6.3. And again, sacks go off rushing plays and onto passing plays. Turnover percentage, Arkansas's turned it over a good bit, 2.6% of the time versus 2.2 for Missouri. Sack percentage, 8.2 to 8.1. Arkansas kind of goes as Taylen Green goes. Speaking of multi-faceted rushing attacks, Arkansas showed some versatility there last week with Dubinion having 120 yards or so. We've seen Jackson Jackson, when he's healthy and playing well, is a top 5 back in this league. Missouri's defense been pretty good. They've generated some defensive scores. I think this is an interesting side of the matchup, Chase.
I think because what you just mentioned, Missouri has been able to force some turnovers and Arkansas has turned the ball over. I think that could be where Missouri, can kind of claim their stake in this game, is force some turnovers and turn them into really good things. And I think Missouri can do that. Arkansas has they've been a roller coaster offensively. I mean, some weeks they've looked really good. Some weeks they haven't been able to do much of anything. So it's been very inconsistent compared to Missouri, who's been fairly consistent defensively.
Yeah. Let's get into picks and why. I'll start with you.
I think Arkansas can make this a good game. I really do. I think even though with it being, in Columbia, Missouri, I feel like Arkansas does enough where I think they're gonna pull out all the stops in this game. I mean, they're gonna do some things maybe we haven't seen with Bobby Petrino leading the offense. I think they can get, kind of like I said with Missouri at the beginning. I think if Arkansas can get multiple guys going in one game, whether that's running the ball, pass catchers, if you get multiple guys having good games and Taylen Green having one himself, I think this could be an interesting game. I'm going to take Missouri though because I trust Missouri more than I do Arkansas. And again, it's going to take Brady Cook having a good game. It's going to take guys around him having a good game. But I just trust Missouri at this point more than I do Arkansas, so I'm going to take the Tigers.
I like both teams, Chase. I really do. Both of them have done some things that have really impressed me at times. Both of them have stayed in the fight all season. Missouri has quietly played pretty well since everybody buried Missouri after the Alabama game. Brady Cook on senior day. And speaking of senior days, you saw what happened at Oklahoma last week. I just think this kid, you'd have to amputate a leg right now and he'd still try to play. I think Missouri at home, under the circumstances, still can get to 10 wins. Get this one, get a bowl win. That's 10 wins. That's a good season. Neither team has packed it in by default. And if this were at Arkansas, I would probably say the same thing. I would probably take Arkansas at home. But Missouri being the home team, I will take the Tigers for that reason. We'll be here to wrap it up. 9:30 Central. After the game, we do a live stream. Best way to get that, hit the subscribe button. That's free. Enable your notifications so you know when we go live. Hit the like button if you don't mind. That helps us out. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. God bless you. You've been watching Chris Lee and Chase Robinson at Southeastern 16, presented by Bet Online.